So today is the second day of January 2022. It's a whole new baby year with all sorts of opportunities. And at the same time, I always say, you know, whenever you decide is the moment, because lots of people decide, okay, new year, I'm going to do a new thing. New year, new you. You go to the you go to the store now, it's like all the Christmas stuff is pushed over there in the corner in clearance, and they got all the workout gear and the diet gear and all of that stuff up at the front, right? Because well, they got to put something up at the front. But and it's sure, New Year is a great time to start new things, and any moment is a great time to start a new thing. If this is the day, if this is the moment, awesome. If it's next week or February 21st, whenever it is, it's a great time. It's the right moment. And so we are at the end of now at this preparation time around Christmas. I know, right? You're like, well, that was so last year, but it's still part of the time around Christmas. So we had Advent, which is the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas, which is a preparation time for the rebirthing, the remembering of the Christ, of who we really are, who our soul is. And last week, we looked at what might be getting in our way, or what we might be ready to let go of. We did that. Always a good time to do that process. Every breath is a starting anew and a letting go, right? So every moment. And so today is the last day in that series of preparation, of being born, of letting go, and really stepping into who we are, who we've come here to be. We do it, and we do this process every year because sometimes we need to remember. Sometimes it's time for us to step into the next thing. Maybe we're ready for the next step, whatever that might be. As we move forward, the way becomes clearer, and then we move forward more, and then there's more clarity, right? So as the affirmation says, time invested in my divinity brings more clarity. Time invested in my spiritual practice and what I'm called to do brings more clarity. I remember when I was taking the prerequisite classes for seminary, I knew I was going to go someday, but I didn't know what that looked like. And then I was in this intensive couple weeks of classes. And because I think because I was really putting the time and intention into that, and then it was like, boom, it was like everything turned on. It was time to go. It was time to do it. And so what I know is that when you start putting that time and intention in things, things happen. So we're here not to do, you might have a resolution. They talk about that. You might have a thing that you've decided to do or try. Maybe it's something to do with meditation practice or journaling practice or an exercise practice or food or something like that, right? That is not what we're doing today in this time. Those are great. That's fine. And you can start them. Like I said, anytime is a good time to make a new choice. But today is about your soul's calling, who you're called to be, not what you're called to do, who you're called to be. This is about being more in alignment, not finding perfection. We don't believe in perfection. We believe in coming more in alignment, more into balance, more into the truth of who we are. And really, when you think about it, moving more into alignment is a little easier ask than asking for you to get it perfect, right? Because I don't know about you, but I'm like, if you expect me to be perfect, I'm not even going to bother because that ain't going to happen. But more in alignment. Okay, I can do that. So now that we've created this space, we're not creating resolutions. We're asking. So in a moment, we're going to listen to a song and then we're going to do a meditation. And the meditation will be an opportunity. Maybe you want to write down things that come to you, maybe not. And it will be just opening up to a word or a phrase or a touchstone. Not necessarily a stone, it could be a stone, but a touch point, something that reminds you of the clarity, whatever clarity you might have in this moment today, or in that you have the intention to have that may come forth in the next week, day, whenever it shows up. But a touch point that reminds me, oh yeah, that's who I'm here to be. Could be any number of things, but it's a quality of being, not a resolution. So it could be open. It could be that I'm called to be free. I'm called to be authentic. So it's something you might put, I'm called to be in front of, or I'm here to be, not something we do. I am called to be peaceful, joyful, calm. So those are just guesses, examples. So let's take a few breaths. And allow just the body to shake out, settle out. Allowing the shoulders to relax from the ears. And just stretch out any kinks. Allowing the body to be relaxed. Allows the mind to come more into alignment. We are called to be laughter and wisdom. We are called to be compassion and joy. We are called to be a healer. We are called to be faith-filled. We are called to be strong and gentle. And just breathe that in. And if the mind has things to say about what you're not, or how would it work, just say thank you and bring your thoughts back to center, to an alignment with who you are. Allowing the breath to guide. Who are we called to be in this moment? How are we called to be in this moment? So as we continue to breathe and come into alignment, I just invite you to consider come forth. And it may happen now. It may not happen now. When you say to yourself, who am I called to be? What do I need to remember? And allow it to come from the core of you. And maybe this is something that there's more than a word and you need to journal. That's okay. Who am I called to be? What brings me into more authentic experience? What would be more joy? Deep in the core of me and of you, of each of us, it's the truth of who we are and who we've come here to be. So we shine a light on that truth and allow it to come forth. And so we breathe and allow gratitude to fill our hearts. Whether we have complete clarity in this moment or baby clarity, or it's going to take a while, we sit with this process of understanding and of deepening and allowing, and just go forth gladly and joyfully with whatever comes to us. And so we breathe with gratitude for this opportunity, for this clarity, for this whole process of becoming and unfolding and being. We breathe. So it is, and so we let it be.